Hello, little lesson about HTML pages. So first sorry for the background noise, my laptop is really noisy. The fan is works overtime to cool the laptop. So anyway, in your HTML document, you have these tags, HTML, and then closing tag is with the, let's see, less than symbol slash HTML, and then greater than symbol. So there's a lot of tags in HTML where you start, oh, thanks. So you start the tag like this, like less than HTML, and then you close it, you close that with the greater than, and then you close the whole tag, the HTML, by doing less than slash and whatever the name of the tag is. So under, like within HTML tag, there's the head tag, which has metadata. Metadata is basically information about your HTML. So here I have linked Bootstrap, which is a CSS library that makes your page look well organized and attractive. Like I used Bootstrap for this page to get the border, to have the first name, last name, blah blah, like on top of the form fields, the input fields, and then this nice little button over here. I can change up the color of the button. Let me see how I can change that. So anyway, so in the head tag, that's where you put in the information about the stuff. Like I don't know about char set, but you can always Google what it means. And then this viewport and the scale of the viewport, the title of the page. Basically, if I change this one, let's say I will call it uppity. So then it'll, when I click out, see, the title of the page changes. So you can do this with, you can go to a random website and, go into the page, right click, go to inspect the page. And a little note about, it's good to know about like how websites are made, how things that we use every day are made, because like there's all these scams going around about like targeting older folk who don't know about like HTML and stuff like that. They would call them up, have them share their page, have them log into their bank account, and then the callers at the other end, the hackers, they would right click, inspect the page, and change up the information, right? I'll return this back to home so that now it says home. So anyway, so they go in like this, not like that, wait, not in the head element. So after the head, there's the body. So the body is where, basically where everything that you see on the web page lives. And this one, for instance, this div, in the body, you divide up different sections using the div tag. You know, start the div and then close it, and then this class equals container is a Bootstrap class that makes it so that everything is, you know, within every format for Bootstrap stays nicely, you know, kind of wrapped in the div. And make sure, again, like if you're using Bootstrap, to include the CDN in your head tag. Okay, so in the body, let me open the container so we could look at this. So I have this h2 element and I called it register. Oh, this, okay. I should also have, for this div where you can log in, I should have an h2 tag. Okay, let me show you how to do that in the HTML. Okay. Okay, so I will go to over here. Okay, so this is where the login, let me see. Okay, this one, okay, this is where the login div starts. Okay, cool. I should indent this properly. And indenting means like you want to have, you know, this is the parent element, right? This is where it starts and this is where it ends. And then the form action login is where the, you know, when I go to whatever the website name is /login, I will go to the login /login page, and then method post is the post request, meaning it's just posting to the server, and you don't actually see this whatever I called it over here. But okay, let me indent this properly. Tab, you indent with a tab. Okay, and then let's see. Okay, I said I would put, okay, let me put an h2, and this is called emmet. So you can just type in h2 and it'll create a h2 tag for you. Okay, so h2 login. Okay, so now when I refresh the page, see, I get this login h2 element, and it also appears over here. Okay. Oops. Okay, so let us keep learning about HTML. Okay, cool. Okay, cool. So now I have, like, people know exactly what the register, you know, section is and the login section. Okay, let's go into this specific div and notice how it's highlighted. Whatever I click on or hover over, it's highlighted. This section, this div is the login form. And then, you know, in this area, in your inspect element, you can, you know, like, you can get rid of things like this. If you get rid of the padding, that's what it looks like. When you get rid of the padding on the left, margin right, margin left. But I will, you know, make sure it looks nice. But okay, let me see. Okay, this is also another important stuff to point out, because if you're interested in CSS, which means how a page looks, you should know about this area here. Let's see. Let's make this bigger. So again, once you right click and inspect, you'll go to this area where you can play around with a website and learn, you know, like, because for a lot of people, coding is pretty intimidating. So when I first got interested in coding, I started looking into, you know, free tutorials online on YouTube. A nice channel is Free Code Camp, and the other one is CS50. Okay, so this blue thing is the size of the whole container. So I put it into a div, so it's 219 pixels by 578 pixels. So width and height. Okay. Padding is basically like the bubble wrap that you put in your box, right? To keep things from breaking. Padding is like the, you know, like within the layers of the wall, there's little padding in there. And then border, let's see, it doesn't have a border. Okay, yeah, it doesn't have a border, but actually it does have a, oh, let me see. Okay, the whole thing doesn't have a border, but these individual ones do have a border. Let me see. It's because I have clicked on the container, so it doesn't have a border, but let's go over here. I'm gonna click over here. So when you click on that, you can see over here how the register box has a border of 1 pixel, a padding of 16 pixels, and it is 185 pixel by 300 pixel, the size of it. So width and height. Okay, and then the margin is after the border. How much, like, because this dotted line is the outside section of your page. There's always a window, right? Like, okay, let me move my, so you can see what I'm talking about. Okay. Cool. Okay. But anyways, the margin is between the box that you're working in and the overall block, you know, like work area in your web page. Okay, let's move on from that. These are little for Bootstrap, there's these colors, BS warning, BS danger. I'm using you know, text danger for, like, if I, let's say, if I type in just one letter for the first name, let's say. Oh. email blah blah at blah blah dot blah blah. Okay. This is just a development server, so no one has access to this because it's my local URL. Okay. Anyways, register. So this thing that pops up is, let's inspect and find out what the colors are. Okay. Inside register. Okay, this one. Class text danger. Let's see. Text danger. Let's change it to warning. Ooh, nice yellow color. Text danger red. I could just do a red. Doesn't show up. Interesting. Text red. Let me try text red. Anyways, it's a Bootstrap thing, so I will go to follow their format. So what is it? Text danger, text light. Let's see. There's a, oh, I can't see it now. Text orange. No, that one is not a Bootstrap element. I will go back to text danger because usually when you make a mistake in, a form, the website will flash a red, and that's text danger class in Bootstrap. Okay. And then this one. Why isn't it red? It is red. Okay. So yeah, so go in and, change up stuff. For instance, this one, let's call it, what should we call it? Coding. Coding is fun. Cool, see? You can change up stuff using this. It's just, it won't remain like that when you refresh it, right? It'll go back to whatever it was. But it's a nice way of learning about what different things do. Another form with method post, meaning the action is where it goes. The action is the route. So whenever you input information in a form, it's going to get processed by this. Action equals, start quote / whatever, end quote, and then if it's method post, it means it's being posted somewhere, meaning it's going to a database where it's saved somewhere. Hello, new name, new case. I'm starting my tech study Monday. Ready for a different career. Nice. Yeah, it's I would say, yeah, definitely. And I was talking about, I don't know if you were there when I was talking about different free resources that I was using to study. Okay. But yeah, curiosity and trying different things is very important in the tech career. You know, find out how you can break your own code so that your code, your website will stand the test of hackers, right? Because they'll try to, for instance, let's say you built a website for a little boutique designer store you're building, and then people are inputting their information here using a password. Usually people, the average person doesn't think too much about like, oh, I should use a strong password with like, letters, numbers, uppercase, lowercase, special characters, and have little, like, make it harder for hackers. So so then the hackers can go in and try different passwords. The most obvious passwords are password 123 or PA55WORD. There's a whole, it's called the rainbow table, where hackers have all these like commonly used passwords and they try all of them, and if your password is one of them, they will log into your account and do whatever, steal your bank account information or credit card number, blah blah. So let's see, I want to see if this one is logged in. Okay, so this I was playing around with this login registration form, and so I'm working with the backend database, this application called MySQL Workbench, and in there you start a schema. Let's see, I'm gonna share the screen for Workbench, just a moment. Okay. I'm gonna start a new instance. Or no. Let's see. I don't want to share sensitive information either. Let's see. Let me go to this website actually, instead of sharing that. I want to show like different websites you can go to help you in your career. So one is scratch.mit.edu, and you can see this is, it's like, it's designed for kids. It's a cutesy website, but I use this to learn as an adult. You can like go in here and be like, oh, okay, so I want to see what this does. Let's see. Let me search for move on. I was obsessed with Mulan as a kid. Okay, let's go to the first one. So scratch.mit.edu, you can go in, create a free account, go into their projects. Again, it's designed for kids, but adults can use it as well. It looks like, okay, so there's different arts and stuff. Oh, okay, so it's mostly art stuff. See inside. I'm not sure why it's taking a long time. I think it's because I'm live streaming that it's having a hard time, but anyways, you can go into different projects and see how they did it. I really wanted to show you how they do the whole coding concept. Minecraft. Let's see. Let me log into my own. I'm not sure what I can do to help out the internet.